Today I'm joined by Gregory, the Managing Director of Barra Resources. Sean, welcome.
Thank you, Eliza. Thanks for the opportunity.
So Sean, let's just start a little bit with your personal background.
Happy to, Eliza. Look, the first 10 years of my career were with BHP Billiton in their iron ore division, and that was during a time when iron ore was going through the massive boom, and I was lucky enough to help them with some of their major project expansions and indeed learn about the studies environment. I then went to Murchison Metals, which was also a very large iron ore development, before moving towards Mineral Resources, where I spent the most recent 5 years of my career as their General Manager Technical Services.
Wow, what an amazing experience working at Mineral Resources during that time.
Yeah, look, Eliza, MinRes is an amazing company. When I first met those guys, it was down at their industrial complex down in Bibra Lake, which was actually just a donger at the time. And to work with those guys over a journey when we went from those humble beginnings, being chiefly a mining services company, then moving into owning iron ore mines, and then transitioning into battery metals with lithium mines, and seeing the company grow from those humble beginnings to a $3 billion company was a fabulous experience.
So tell me a little bit about how Barra first came together.
Barra was first listed on the stock exchange back in the year 2000, and it was originally off the back of our gold assets, which has actually been a really useful source of cash for the company to avoid having to raise money via the share market. And indeed those opportunities remain in front of us. We released some drilling results just a couple of weeks ago that identified some shallow, near-surface oxide gold mineralisation that looks like it may well be open pittable.
So obviously our investors know a lot about cobalt. Tell me a bit more about the Mount Thirsty project.
Look, electric vehicles are going to require vast quantities of battery metals. But out of all of those battery metals, it's cobalt that is the most scarce. 70% of all cobalt comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where there are significant concerns around sustainable mining practices. The Mount Thirsty project offers a clear alternative to that, where we can guarantee a sustainable source of cobalt. And in fact, the timing of our delivery of that message is we're going to be producing our pre-feasibility study later this year into a rising commodity price environment, and indeed into an environment where we can see significant interest from several tier 1 companies.
So what's your feeling for the future commodity of electric vehicles?
So these electric vehicles, it's not so much a matter of if these vehicles are going to arrive, it's not even a matter of when these vehicles are going to arrive. It's actually a question of how fast these vehicles are going to be adopted by the mass market.
What a fantastic time for investors.
Look out for the next 6 months, Eliza. We firmly believe this is our moment, and we're working very hard to deliver it.